Here's a crash course to help you get more bites and catch more bass. Let's start with topwater, the Jackal Era. It's the best small frog that you can use. Throw it when the water is calm around any and all cover, twitching it to walk the dog and add a pause here and there. I use a 7-foot 2-inch heavy fast rod with this frog. The Zoom Super Fluke, 4/0 extra wide gap hook, thread it past the head to make it dart around the surface. Throw it around everything, twitch it erratically, let it fall, and repeat. Any medium heavy fast rod around 7 foot will do. Walking baits, the Evergreen Shower Blows and the Megabass Giant Dog X. This one for more choppy water, and this one for a more subtle approach, and throw them in between pad lanes, near laydowns, and in open shallow water above grass. I like using a 7-foot Megabass Levante flat-side special. A Teckle Sprinkler Frog. It's basically a floating weedless buzzbait. Try it across anything and be ready for some explosions. I use the same 7-foot 2-inch heavy fast rod as I do with the Jackal Era. A buzzbait, minus the skirt plus a horny toad equals win. Chuck and wind these in any lanes near cover. Any medium heavy fast rod around 7 foot will do. And speaking of, a horny toad on its own buzzed across the surface through any and all cover, again with a medium heavy fast rod. Now for some subsurface reaction baits. The Zoom Super Fluke again. This time thread it through the middle of the head to keep it subsurface, and twitch it a few times and let it sink. Chatterbaits and spinnerbaits. The Hag's Hurricane Bladed Jig, the Z-Man Jackhammer, whichever you prefer. Rig it with a 4.5-inch spunk shad. The Megabass SV3 is super durable. They are all effective in wind, rain, and overcast. Throw it in any open lanes around grass edges. Pump your reel handle every few turns, and do the same with your rod to elicit strikes. I use a 7-foot 2 medium heavy fast rod for both. Crankbaits. The Strike King Hybrid Hunter Jr. and the Spro Fat John 60 are perfect for grass edges. Burn and pause the Spro, and the Hybrid Hunter can be burned, slow rolled, twitched, and used as a topwater even. You can't retrieve this thing wrong. I use the 7-foot Megabass Levante flat-side special for these. Swim baits, the Berkeley Cull Shad, 5 and 6 inch, or the 3.5-inch Storm Largo Shad. Slow roll these along weed lines. A 7-foot 2 heavy fast for the Cull Shads, and a medium heavy fast rod for the Largo Shad. For bottom baits, a jig, the Beast Coast Tungsten Little Magnum paired with a Strike King Rage Menace. If your pond bottom is clean enough, fish the jig however you'd like, but if it's full of mud, slime, and grass, instead of dragging it, hop it mid-column to imitate bluegill around lily pads, wood, and grass patches. Even in ponds full of muck or slime, this still works. I use a G Loomis IMX Pro 844C MBR for jigs. Texas rigs. Same areas as a jig. The Strike King Rage Bug, Yamamoto Creature, and a Senko. 3/16 ounce weight. I recommend weightless for the Senko though. If the bottom is nasty, lean more on that jig hopping trick. And the same rod applies for the Texas rigs as the jig. These are some of my confidence baits, and hopefully they help you catch more bass too. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.